Okay, I'm super excited about this one. I've written it all down again, and it might sound a little bit reedy because it is, because I wanted to get it right because I thought I had some quite good ideas about this one. This is on page 12 of the Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious. Now, I haven't even done a page this time. I've just done 3 or 4 lines. I just did a quote and then I went off on my own. So I'm quite impressed with this one myself. So here we go. So here's a quote from Jung. Dogma takes the place of the collective unconscious by formulating its contents on a grand scale. The Catholic way of life is completely unaware of psychological problems in this sense. Almost the entire life of the collective unconscious has been channeled into the dogmatic archetypal ideas and flows along like a well-controlled stream in the symbolism of creed and ritual. So that's the quote where all the rest of this comes from. Okay. So I say, so today is a prime example of what Jung is saying, but the Convids has taken over from the Catholic Church. As Thomas Sheridan has said many times, it has become a religion and has its own set of rituals and dogma to keep people away from what is really happening to them. Jung is saying religions are keeping people away from the true nature of the collective unconscious, all that dwells in the dark caverns of the psyche, but it is here where the truth lies. Today, scientists and news presenters are our bishops, priests and deacons. The congregation sits calmly in its comfy pews in front of the TV or the PC or the mobile phone, waiting for the rousing sermon about death, disease and famine. Then takes a deep breath and relaxes when advised by experts to do their 3 Hail Marys in the forms of stay home, stay safe, save lives, or wash your hands, cover your face, keep your distance, or stay alert, control the virus, save lives. They always come in 3s, don't they? We are advised to run, hide, tell if ever caught up in a firearm weapon attack. There must be something comforting in the number 3, and we have been obediently saying our 3 Hail Marys for thousands of years. We call it the rule of 3 in psychological conditioning today, but our slave masters have been using it for thousands of years. Those of us who are starting to wake up from the mass hypnosis are being faced with the uncanniness of the truth. The strange things lurking in the depths of our unconscious mind are a threat to the system. When we start to look at the monsters in our own minds, there will be nothing they will be able to scare us with anymore. When we have faced the truth of our inner world, the blatant lies and falsehoods of our external existence fade away. 2 films which have stuck with me since I was young for exposing this idea are A Nightmare on Elm Street and The Labyrinth. Freddy Krueger, the serial child murderer, says, "The children still feared me, and their fear gave me the power to invade their dreams, and that's when the fun really began." He is unable to be killed in the dream world, but when outside of it, in our material reality, he is vulnerable. Nancy realises she has to pull him out of the dream world in order to defeat him, and she says, "It's too late, Krueger. I know the secret now. This is just a dream. You're not alive. This whole thing is just a dream. I take back every bit of energy I gave you. You're nothing. You're shit." But even then, if there is enough fear, he can return from hell, which Freddy reminds us of when he says, "Every town has an Elm Street." In The Labyrinth, Sarah also has to awaken from a dream, and she says to Jareth, the evil goblin, played by David Bowie, "Through dangers untold and hardships unnumbered, I have fought my way to the castle, beyond the goblin city, to take back the child that you have stolen. My will is as strong as yours, and my kingdom as great. You have no power over me." Jareth then turns into an owl. This is interesting. Owls come up a lot. Some people say they see them before they see UFOs. They also play a big part in Twin Peaks, and we are told that they are not what they seem. Interestingly, while Sarah is trying to remember the lines she needs to say to defeat Jareth, he interrupts her and says, "Just fear me, love me, and do as I say, and I will be your slave. This sentence alone demonstrates the cognitive dissonance of the entire world. It is exactly the kind of manipulative behaviour found in domestic violence perpetrators, and exactly the kind of behaviour our so-called leaders are imposing upon us now. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. Another example of this is found in the series True Blood, when Suki wakes up from her dream of being in the fairy world. They are beautiful and happy, living in a paradise until she wakes up and sees them for what they are, ugly, manipulative and evil. Interestingly, she only thinks she has been gone a few minutes when in fact she has been gone for years. I can't help thinking about the quickening people are experiencing at the moment. Is time speeding up, or are we still in fairyland fast asleep?
You remind me of the babe. Babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. What? A goblin babe. Well. I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails on puppy dog tails under all lightning. And baby said, dance, magic dance, dance, magic dance, magic dance, magic dance, baby spell me. Jump, magic jump, magic jump, magic jump, magic jump, magic jump on me. Slap that baby, make him pay. In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.